Walk This Way came about like this crazy story. We originally was just going to sample it and rhyme over it. Me and Run. It wasn't going to be the version that came out and changed the world. We was going to sample it, but that guitar riff, and it was going to be DMC in the place to be. I've been rhyming on the mic since '83. I'm the best MC in history. There will never be an MC better than me. Then I'm DJ Run and I'm number one. We're in the studio getting ready to, do the loop, put it together. Rick Rubin walks in. Hey guys, what are you doing? We about to make this beat over. Oh, that's Walk This Way. You know who that is. And at the time, me and Run never knew the song was Walk This Way. Because the DJs and the block parties in the streets never let the record play to where the singing begins. Even when we did it with Jay, we knew it was Toys in the Attic. Jay, get Toys in the Attic, I'll play number 4. So he's like, Walk This Way? What the hell are you talking about? He gives us the 411 on Aerosmith. Then he goes, you should do the record over. So at the time, we was thinking from a limited hip-hop perspective. Me and Ron was like, what the hell you think we're going to do? We're going to sample it, we're going to loop, we're going to rhyme over. Rick goes, no, you should do the record over the way they did it. Took the record off the record player, gave it to me, gave us a pen and pad, because there wasn't no iPhones or anything like that. Go in the basement, put the needle on the record, let it play, write the lyrics down, come back and lay down the lyrics. Me and Ron go to the basement, put the needle on the record. When the guitars ended, backstroke level, we heard that. We on the phone, oh hell no, we're not doing this. This is hillbilly gibberish, country bumpkin stuff. You trying to ruin our careers. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 and Africa Bambaataa ain't gonna like this. We going off. This is fake. Y'all taking this rock rap stuff too far, because we did King of Rock and Rockbox before that. We was like, y'all taking this too far. You're gonna ruin our careers, whatever. And that was the thing that got us to start to do the record. It took a week for us to get to the studio, because we was like, we're not coming. We hung up the phone. Me and Ron, we were stupid little kids. We hid out for a week. A week goes by. The phone rings. We pick up the phone. It's Jay. You can still hear Russell, Run's brother, Russell Simmons in the background. Joey, you stupid MFer. Just that stupid D, you MFer following stupid MFer. And Joey and Jay's going, yo, Russell, stop screaming at him. You keep screaming at him. They're going to never come. So Jay goes, yo, listen to this guy. So we hear music in the back. Yo, where you at? Jay's like, yo, we in the studio now. Rick done went to Boston and brought Steven Tyler and Joe Perry to the studio. So Jay was trying to use psychology on us. And Steven is in here busting your ass. Well, while we was hiding out that week, this what happened in Aerosmith offices. It's a great movie too. Hello, I'm Rick Rubin. I'm producing Run-D.M.C, the greatest rap group in hip-hop history. We want to do a record with you. Hold on. Put Rick on hold. Guys, now Aerosmith was in the studio doing that great album. Dude looks like a lame. They could have made a record with God. The best rock and roll record ever. And people would have been like, nope, it's fake. So they could have spent $30 million on marketing. So it was one of the guys. There's some guy named Rick Rubin talking about a rap group called Run-D.M.C. They want to do a hip hop version of your record. Do you want to do it? They was at a point where, hey, why not? What do we got to lose? So they were humble enough to get on the phone and say, all right, Rick, we'll come. Jay's like, you got to get here now. So we get to the studio, and Steven Tyler's there, Joe Perry's there. Steven lays down his vocals. Jay do the drum samples. Joe goes in there and rips. Redoes everything. When he finished, everybody was sweating and couldn't breathe. And then they look at me and Run. When we first walked in there, we kids, we don't know nothing, you know what I'm saying? High off weed and 40 ounces of English. Oh, shoot, the Rolling Stones. Steve humbly goes, those other guys, we're Aerosmith. He understood. And still, Joe Perry was this the whole session. Very nice guy, but he ain't say one word. Joe, you all right? You need anything to eat, Joe? So we make sure Joe's all right. Steven was, let me DJ. Could I run? Just in that. It was, the comparisons between the two. It was like yin and yang. Like same thing with me and Run. So Steve does what he does, and Joe goes in there, cigarette hanging. You know how rock stars, they can talk and the cigarette doesn't fall. So he walks in there, he warms up, he looks at us in the booth. You ready, Joe? We push play. It's the most incredible thing to see ever. So make a long story, they finished, they look over me and Run. The original version went like this. Run went in there, took the whole first verse. Backstreet lover, I don't need for cover. Talk to my daddy, say, ain't seen nothing. He finished and I went in, seesaw swinging. We walked out of it, Jay was like, oh hell no. Y'all ain't going out like no roaches. He said, get in there and do the record like Run-D.M.C. But we was like, yeah, but we didn't write the rhymes and this and that. And he said, yo, if you listen to Steven Tyler, man, he flowing. He flowing on that record. So Jay made us sit there and listen to Steven's delivery. But then he said, don't do it like Steven. Let Steven be Steven. Go in there and do his lyrics the way Run-D.M.C. would do it. Now, me and Run was like, what do you mean? We didn't know how to be us. Switch off, do the overdub. So we went in there, and that's the version that the world hears right now. That's crazy. Everybody's celebrating, high-fiving, you know what I'm saying? Steve and Joe was impressed, like, wow, like it really worked. Our label, our publicist, everybody high-fiving and whatever. Me and Run Paul, Jay, and Leo Cohen and Russell to the side, y'all can be happy as y'all want, but y'all better not put this out as a single. Like, it's not King of Rock, it's not Rockbox. Now I go to high schools and middle schools to speak to kids, and this is one of my parting lines. Always be open to try something new, because it might not only change your life, it'll change the world. So when the Raising Hell album came out, they delivered Peter Piper and My Adidas was the single to all the urban stations. I'm talking about the hip hop black stations. They sent Peter Piper and My Adidas, but they also sent Walk This Way. They sent Walk This Way to all the rock stations. Now, here's what happened. We was in New York. TJ Red Alert, infamous DJ, hip hop god, Red Alert. That summer goes, I'm gonna play the best hip hop rap song out right now. Me and Run knew it was My Adidas and Peter Piper. Red Alert goes on Walk This Way. We going around for that week. The whole city is going bonkers over Walk This Way. Then we get word, yo, they played the record up in Boston, where Aerosmith is from, on the rock station. The reception was 80-20, 80%. Yo, I love this. Play this again. Yo, I like this better than their version. But then you still have that 20%. This is blasphemy. How could they desecrate the holy, halls of rock and roll? But that's what happened. Me and Run had no idea that it would. But it not only people liked it, it changed. Like people say what Steven Tyler did in the video, Breaking the Wall Down. They said y'all did that in Culture. Really? So that's the real whole story about it. Me and Run did not. We did it, but we didn't want to do it that way. But Steven Tyler and Joe Perry said, yo, DMC, Run. Don't want to be superstars. Just walk this way. That's a little joke right there. But originally, man, that's I can't forget that. So I tell little kids, be open, because creativity is amazing.